Hey, Rose. Did you hear the news? Your sister got cast in some TV show, right? I saw the trailer for it.
I didn't expect her to get a role so big. Diana told me the news this morning. She told me that I absolutely need to watch it since it's her first major role.
You'll definitely need to check it out too. Let Diana know that I'll be cheering her on too.
Sure thing.
But she sure is becoming more and more pretty as the years go by. I don't know if she was told to grow her hair out like that for a role, but damn, does it suit her. I still can't believe you two are related from how different your vibe is.
Well, sorry for not being good looking like her.
I didn't even know genetics could do that. How did your mom give birth to a gorgeous younger sister and a hideous older sister? Damn, I married the wrong daughter, didn't I?
Once with you and bringing that up again. I know you're just joking, but stuff like that starts to hurt me after a while, you know? Let's not compare the two of us, okay?
I mean, there isn't much I can do and I'm not really joking at all.
What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, I did in fact make a mistake marrying a woman like you. I seriously do think I messed up marrying you and not Diana. Oh yeah, do me a favor and shoot her an invitation to come around to our house sometime. I want to see that gorgeous hair in person. Might as well get a photo of us two in celebration as well.
2 hours later.
Hey, Mom. Can you get Diana's autograph when you next see her? I have a crush on this guy at school and he's super into Diana. So I'd love to give it to him as a gift.
Come on now, May. I've told you this before. I can't just make Diana give her autograph to absolutely everyone. I'm sorry, dear, but you'll have to think of something else to give him.
Mom, please. He knows that I'm Diana's niece and so he came up to me the other day. I want to really impress him.
May, a no is a no. You can blame me all you want, but there is nothing I can do for you.
You're such a buzzkill, Mom. Fine, whatever. I don't need her autograph then. Can you get me some tickets to a concert or something then? Something impressive, please?
I don't know what you're talking about. What concert?
I was thinking. If you ask Diana, I'm sure she could grab me some tickets to some awesome concert from all of the connections she has. That might be an even better present than getting him her autograph. And then I'd be able to get his attention by going as a couple.
Look, dear, I'm happy that you found someone that you like, but there's only so much I can do to help out. Please, May, you're just going to have to give this one up.
Seriously? I can't ask for tickets either? What a pain. God, you're so useless, Mom.
What did you just say?
Why did I have to have such a lame mom? How amazing would it have been to be Diana's daughter? I could only dream.
What are you trying to say, May? Are you saying I'm not a good enough mother for you?
What do you think?
Of course you're not. I can't believe the way you're talking to me right now.
I'm sure if Diana was my mom, I would have ended up looking so much prettier. Which would make it so much easier to be fashionable and get with hot guys too. I wouldn't even need to worry about trying to get a boyfriend if that were the case. But of course, I had to have the ugly sister as my mom. God, why did it have to go like this?
May, that's stepping over the line. Apologize to me.
I mean, I didn't ask to be born. Anyway, it seems like you really are used to this hag, so forget it. I'm going out tonight with my friends, so don't worry about my dinner.
2 weeks later.
I really did end up wasting my life, didn't I? If I had just married Diana in the first place, I'd have absolutely nothing to complain about my life.
This again? It's really inappropriate that you keep bringing this up.
No, you don't get it at all. I embarrassed myself in front of my boss today. A new recruit to the team found out that I was married to Diana's older sister. And then he said to me, I'm sure your wife is gorgeous too if she's related to Diana, and insisted I showed him a picture of you. And when I did, no one knew what to say. All I got was someone saying that my wife looks nothing like her sister.
What a rude colleague of yours. Why should it matter if I don't look like my sister?
Look, all I'm saying is, you're the reason I suffered today at work. Your husband had to go through embarrassment at the workplace today, so you better apologize. Say you're sorry for being such an ugly wife.
What are you talking about? Why do I have to apologize to you?
That's the only way we can resolve this. You didn't even have to look like your sister. I'm just bummed out that you don't even look pretty at all. Then I wouldn't go through public humiliation like this ever again.
You're telling me that you were the one that was humiliated? How do you think I feel? If you were a good husband, you'd tell that rude colleague of yours how wrong he was.
Oh, shut it. I'm sick and tired of feeling awful because of your looks. I've got long and hard about this and I'm at my absolute limit. I'm done. We're getting a divorce.
What are you on about? You're saying that's your reason for why we should break up?
If you keep being my wife, I'm just going to have to sit through humiliation time and time again. I'll go and marry someone that's actually good looking next, now that we're done. In fact, I have someone in mind, so I don't need to worry about having to deal with a hideous wife anymore.
Wait, what do you mean when you say you have someone in mind? Though I doubt anyone would want to date someone who's as rude as you are.
Oh, you'd be surprised. There's someone who I've actually been seeing for the past few months and we absolutely get along.
So you've been cheating on me?
She's very gorgeous too, unlike someone I know. May knows about her too, by the way. And she's completely okay with switching mothers if it's for someone as gorgeous as my girlfriend.
May knew about this too?
Well, it's as they say. It's always good to get the child's opinion when we're going through something as life-changing as a divorce. Anyways, you are officially no longer my wife, nor are you my mother. So gather all of your belongings and get out of here.
Many months later.
Hey, May. Is it true you knew about your dad cheating on me? And is it true that you're okay with us divorcing?
Oh, if you're asking me that, I suppose Dad finally told you he was getting a divorce. I've been waiting a long time for this.
What's that supposed to mean?
I knew about my dad's new girlfriend for a long while. I've even seen what she looks like. Dad showed me a photo of the two of them. She's not as pretty as Diana by any means, but she still leaks better than you. Definitely left an impression.
You only saw a picture of her, right? How can you know for sure if she's a better-looking person than I am?
Are you kidding me? Like seriously, do you know what a picture is? I saw her face, stupid. So what are you getting the divorce? Is it this week? Next week? Oh wait, maybe it's today.
Listen to me. I need to clarify one last thing. You're really okay with your own mom and dad splitting just like that?
Of course I don't mind. If it's between an ugly mom or a gorgeous one, why wouldn't I choose whoever looks like a model?
So if me and your dad go through with the divorce, who will you go with?
Why is that even a question? Why would I live with a hideous hag like you?
When did you become so disrespectful? I gave birth to you. You should at least show some respect, because I brought you into this world. I've done everything I can over these 15 years for you to have the greatest upbringing you could have.
Oh please, I'm not interested in a sob story from you. If anything, I'm annoyed that the ugliness transferred over to me because of your DNA.
Don't talk about yourself like that.
I don't think you understand anything, so I'll spell it all out for you, Mom. It's not about how much affection and time you spend on me. All of that kind of goes out of the window when you've made me suffer for so many years from making me this ugly. I don't know why you thought it was a good idea to have kids with genes like those.
May.
Anyways, could you hurry up with signing those divorce papers? And get out of this house, you ugly hag? This house doesn't need a woman like you.
Fine. I'll agree to go through with the divorce.
Sounds great. Don't come back.
You'll never see me back there ever again. If it's just constant abuse from my own daughter, then I don't see the point of staying here any longer. I won't ever treat you as my own daughter anymore. Well, I'm going to get a much better mom, so why should I care?
I don't need some old hag as my mother.
I'll contact your father shortly to get things moving forward. Anyways, he'll be leaving the house by tonight. So don't ever contact me to come back. You were the one that made the decision, after all.
Why would I ever want you back? Just hurry up and get out of here and don't ever come back.
1 month later.
Hey Mom, come back. I want you to come back, please.
What are you on about? Why the change in attitude?
Something awful happened. My new mom is horrible.
Oh, is she? How so?
She came into my life right after you left, but she was a faker who's done so much plastic surgery on herself. She has a ton of makeup on too. And that photo that I saw was all Photoshop.
Why does it matter if someone goes through plastic surgery? Besides, don't you also use a lot of makeup? I know you touch up your photos on those apps too.
I only hide imperfections in my skin and make my eyebrows pop and stuff. It's nothing major. I barely touch up my photos either. It's just lighting and color palettes that I mess around with. But my new mom lied about everything. She looks like a clown.
I mean, I can't help you. You never showed me a picture of her and I've never met her either, so.
I mean, look at Diana. She looks gorgeous and she doesn't do anything to fix up her face. I was expecting this new mom to be someone like that. I don't care for someone that hides behind this fake layer of beauty. This is nothing like what I imagined having a new gorgeous mom would be like.
Who cares if she uses a little makeup or goes through plastic surgery? She's still prettier than I ever will be, right? You need to appreciate that she's even willing to be your mother in the first place.
I can't be satisfied with something like this. I suppose she's pretty, but she can't cook or clean at all. She barely does anything motherly at all.
Oh, really?
Her fake beauty is all that she has. There's nothing more to her than that. The only thing she ever has for meals is vitamins and protein shakes. And she's trying to force me to have the same diet.
May, don't tell me that's all you've been eating too? Why don't you tell your father?
No, he won't do anything to help. He's head over heels for my new mom and won't argue with her at all. In fact, he insists I follow her daily routine so I'll end up looking prettier too. He says my life will end up being so much easier if that were to happen.
That man. A girl going through puberty obviously needs more food than that.
Ever since that woman has been a part of my life, everything that's happened has been bad. She's awful with money too. She started using my own pocket money that I had saved up on her own salon trips. How awful could you be? Stealing money from a child?
She takes her money that you saved up?
She says that that's the only way I can keep having a gorgeous-looking mom, but she just takes my money without any hesitation, saying it's for my sake.
And you're really welcome to this new mom with open arms, it seems.
So please, Mom, come back. I want to live with you again. I want you, the mom that cares for my health the most, back into my life. I'll apologize for everything I did, so please come back.
Well, I'm in France right now, so I can't come back.
You're in France?
Well, not that I'd come back even if I was nearby. So that's that, May. I'm sure it'll take some time to get used to, but I hope you get the hang of living with that new family of yours.
Wait a second. What do you mean you're in France? Don't just abandon me like this.
I need to head to bed, though. It's night time here. Good night and good luck.
The next day.
I heard from May. What do you mean you're in France? What do you mean you're in France? And I saw Diana's posts on social media. Why is it that you're with her?
I mean, if you saw her posts, then I'm sure you already know the answer to that. I'm my sister's manager now. That's why I'm in France. I'm her manager since she has a scene she needs to film there.
How in the world did you end up being her manager? You're hideous. Why would she want someone like you managing her?
Why do my looks matter? And Diana first asked me to be her manager months ago. So I thought the divorce would be a good chance to start going down a new career path.
She asked you?
She wanted someone she knows very well. So who else but her own sister would be suited to be her personal manager? But I didn't know what you or May would have forced me to do if I was directly working with Diana. So that's why I didn't mention it at all. But now that I'm single, I wanted a full-time, well-paying job. So of course there's no downside to saying yes to an offer like this.
So you're pretending to be important and having fun in France? You were wearing some expensive-looking dress in Diana's photo, weren't you? I almost didn't even recognize you.
Oh right. Diana got me that dress. She said that a flashy dress like that suits me well.
Diana said that?
Yep. And she was the one that did all that makeup too. Even though we may not have similar-looking faces, our facial structures are alike. And she wanted to use my face as practice for her own makeup skills.
Oh, I see. Well, this level of makeup does make you look presentable at least. Learn how to do this yourself and come back. I'll let you be my wife if you look like that every day.
I'm not even surprised you have the audacity to say something like that.
I'm saying if you look just as good as you do in that photo, then we can patch all this back up. To think there was makeup techniques that made a hideous thing like you look that good, though. I suppose there's still some hope left after all.
Are you even listening to yourself?
And you're Diana's manager too. I can show off and say that my wife has connections to a celebrity now. You should thank Diana for transforming you into such a beauty.
Look, I don't have any intentions of going back to being in a relationship with you. In fact, I'm filing a restrainer order on you for harassment. I'm not coming near you ever again, and I'll make it so you can't come near me either.
Harassment? What are you talking about?
I'm sure you'd love to hear this. I've screenshotted every instance of you condescending me within our conversations. And I showed them to Diana. Guess what she suggested? She said that at the very least, I could get a restraining order on you and I could maybe even press charges.
No way.
Isn't she the best? She's smart, beautiful, and she knows what to do in times like this. I couldn't ask for a family member any better than this.
Wait a second. You really think you'll win a court case just for me calling you names? I never hurt you physically in our entire married life. Plus we divorced amicably. If you really thought I harassed you, why didn't you say it back then?
I went through with the divorce because our daughter wanted us to. But that's completely unrelated to the remarks you've made toward me throughout all of this.
I have an idea. If we just get back together, then everything will be solved. Then there will be no need to deal with defamation payments or whatever. Oh wait. So you go do what you need to do over in France for the time being. I'll bring engagement papers to the airport. So you could sign that and everything will be resolved once again.
What in the world would be resolved? I didn't know you couldn't read. I said I don't intend to go back to being married. I'm sure you read that.
Why not? May wants you back as her mother too. So why wouldn't you do what makes your daughter happy? And if Diana grows closer to the family, then I'm sure May will love that too. Then he'll stop having to eat out every single night. I won't have to worry about anyone touching my life savings too. ITLL all in on a positive note.
What on earth are you talking about? Don't tell me your new wife is using your money without asking?
She is. After he got married, all she ever says is, well, I need this money so I can stay gorgeous, and takes my money without even asking. She's already used thousands of dollars.
Wow, I bet you didn't expect that to happen.
Yesterday, she took money from my wallet in order for cosmetic surgery, and after she came back from her operation with her head wrapped in bandages, May starts screaming, calling her a mummy because of all of the gauze. And she responds, saying this is what she needed to do in order to stay pretty for the two of us. I can't catch a break.
Sounds rough.
So please, Rose, come back.
Look, I can see that you're struggling with your new life, but I don't intend to come back at all. You better start putting some money aside so you can pay the eventual lawsuit I'm filing on you.
You're seriously going to leave May and die like this? You heard all of that, and you're still going through with the lawsuit?
Of course, none of that makes any difference to me. Well, I'm sure my lawyer will get in contact shortly. So if there's any issues on your end regarding this whole ordeal, I suggest you tell him directly.
There's no point going through all the trouble. Let's talk it out, Rose. I'll wait for however long you need. But let's talk it out when you're back home.
I don't ever want to see your face ever again. Even my sister has told me time and time again to never give you a single second of my time.
Why won't you listen to me? Why doesn't Diana understand? I'm not in the wrong.
Why are you talking like she's on your side? You've barely even spent time around her. Instead of trying to get back with your ex-wife, why don't you sort out all of the issues with your current one first? Anyways, I'll be taking my leave now. After the talks with the lawyer that Diana recommended went through, I was successful in both getting a restraining order against my husband and pressing charges against him. It only ended with him having to pay me a couple $100, but I don't care. Because of this whole ordeal, I never have to deal with my daughter ever again. That was the promise made after the trial, which I'm very happy with. Even though I didn't get a ton of money from this, Diana used her social media following to mention that I went through a tough divorce. And that she'd never forgive my ex-husband for the way he treated me. Which seemed to get spread around to even my ex-husband's boss, where I'm humiliated by his colleagues daily. He works only for his new wife to spend all of his money, and his work life consists of constant condescension from his coworkers. I suppose justice has been served. And because May was dieting the same way as her new mom, she always goes out late at night and buys fast food to replenish her energy. Which has led to her gaining a few pounds, to say the least. I know some people liked her style from the beginning, but after such a big change to her body, I'm not sure if she's all that popular now.